This is Ilya interviewing Dad and Jonas on the way down from Stoß. So, how are you?
Tired.
Oh, very fine. A bit tired too, but everything is okay.
My stomach hurts. I'm glad it's over. It was great.
Yeah, great experience, great people. We finally finished with actions, which is great. And we are in the process of setting up our group, website and everything, which will be done probably tonight.
So, it sounds like a lot happened. And I was waiting in the hotel room and looking on Twitter and didn't see much.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised too. I mean, people who know me know that when I'm at a conference, sometimes I'll live tweet. And I often have things to say. Which is probably an understatement.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to tweet more. And I mean, okay, so those of you who are following Stoß know that there were tweets about, like, why aren't we hearing anything out of Stoß? We've agreed that we're going to limit ourselves to our own point of view. And yeah, that was part of it. I mean, we had a long conversation that was actually part of our team forming. It's a storming kind of stage where we learned that we were testing our trust and what's important and where do we want to put our focus. And one of the things that was important to us was people. The people in the room for these 2 days were the most important people to us. Except for you, honey. and so yeah.
Yeah, we basically decided not to tweet too much about what was happening directly.
But we could have tweeted about process and stuff. I was going to.
Yeah, we could have. We had some people that tweeted with the My View handle. You probably saw that, and so we agreed that we could tweet on things, but that we should include the My View handle so that it doesn't include everybody.
Because we're working with a consensus process, and we were working our way towards consensus, and we weren't there yet, so we didn't want to speak for one another.
I must admit that I didn't tweet a lot because we were really busy about all the things that we had to do. I'm not the kind of person that can stop and tweet in 20 seconds. Basically, also because I'm not an English native. So to make a good tweet, I need some time.
Yeah, I'm an English native, and for me to make a good tweet, I need time.
Okay.
So, and I really didn't want to take that time away from having this precious FaceTime with these people and finding out who they were and doing my part to catalyze the whole thing. Yeah, so I wish I tweeted more, and I'm glad I didn't at the same time. It would have been distracting. And I mean, there's always tomorrow. Heck, it was only a day and a half. A day and a half withdrawal from Twitters. You know, my stomach hurts, but I'll get over it.
And I think the discussion will really start right now. The people that have been waiting now, they will have a place to express themselves. They will see our communique, and I hope that we will have this conversation starting from this point.
Yeah, and I mean, we took their input in. It was on the wall. We had a big wall with 62 pages of processed input by Jürgen, which was great. And it fed into this sort of chaotic, emergent process. We knew we'd have to trust in emergence. And what comes out is the beginning of something. Not the end of Stoß, but the beginning of something else. So like, okay guys, now what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Help us. What do you need? How can you help us with ideas, with offers of opportunities? I don't know.
So what did you reach consensus on?
Oh, well, I just videoed our statement. We reached consensus on what we're doing as a group, which given the diversity we had, good catch, was quite pleasing. I'm starting to be brain dead. Do you have anything to say on that?
Not really. I think we noticed that we had a common understanding about some things that are happening in the world of management right now, and that we are all willing to go in the same direction. And I think you have to read our communique for that and join the conversation. I can't. Yeah.
So
it's difficult for me.
Hours were spent looking at that communique, and brushing it up to pass on the feel that we captured, that we created at Stowe's, and that we hope to push out into the world. And so I'd hate to do it a disservice by bungling it in my exhausted state. Were we arriving?
Last words before we have to leave the car.
I'm so glad I was at Stowe's. I met really diverse and interesting and
it's a great experience.
Committed people who are bringing really interesting things to the table.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to get on the train and get home to a bathtub.
Okay, thank you.
Bye bye everybody.
Bye.